Welcome back. We are watching Hunter x Hunter once again. And obviously the show is coming to an end. And so something really needs to be in its place. I probably am going to be doing something very similar to last time. So if you're on my Patreon, there might be something coming up soon. If not, you'll just have to wait until Hunter x Hunter is finished. But for now, we have to delve back into the election process, how that's going on, and since Killer has arrived at location, exactly how easy it's going to be to just repair Gon to his previous state. But whether it be through votes or wishes, I feel like things are going to progress. Do we really want Leorio in control? Let's watch some more Hunter x Hunter. Leorio being his usual self, just being crass, confrontational, and to the point. His pleading speech of just, let me in, I'll use all of you to do what I want, which is, right now, nothing more than healing Gon. To be fair, his other policies could be horrific. We never know. But really, I wonder who or what is going to crop up in the next few episodes, considering we've got very little left. I think 3 more after this one. We'll have success or failure, either way. Resolution from Killua's wish plan. Thanks. Not the splash screen that I was expecting, but good to know he's in the same place. And apart from Hisoka taking down one of, or several of the potential candidates, there hasn't really been a lot of proper infighting. Who could have expected that? Still not enough for complete majority. He's going to try and tank his own campaign, which will mean probably push him even further in the lead. I mean, it's all going according to plan. What's he worried about? Deep in the unobserved room, they're just waiting for her to awaken. Get through the quick demands until we can actually make a wish. Why is someone ill? Don't make the plastic curtains and the regular beeping and whatnot put you at unease. Like he's fine, really. So she is actively aware of the power on the other side. That was one thing I had on my mind. But she just thought she had a bunch of blackouts and whatnot and was never actually told. If the rules don't apply, does it even have to be... Does it have to be beholden to the demands as well? Or is everything pretty much... Wicked ambition. Oh, yeah, just straight up. Thinking for himself has caused no end of troubles for the boy. Yeah, there was a weird film grain when you actually saw her on screen. So it's not the face changing which indicates that it's Nanako. It's, as we've said before, the only person that is making... I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, until the next wish for healing is made. Yeah, Nanako was the only one that calls him by Killer instead of my big brother. So it's kind of a farewell to this other side at the same time. Yeah, that's... Does it need to be skin contact? Because he's a little... Holy fuck. Okay. He is a little more desiccated than I imagined. The true horror laid out in front of him. With him in that state where he saw him shriveled to such an extent, I'm pretty sure Killua would pay any price now to put him somewhat back to normal. We definitely got the visual representation of the price that he had to pay for that temporary power increase. If we didn't have such a showing of power like this, I'd be skeptical about how far the healing could go, but it seems he really needed it. After all is said and done, and they're watching on at this scene as well. Is everyone feeling... I wonder how far out the Leorio might be a little preoccupied. Are those two the one on stage and Jing sharing a fort there. Let me guess. Much like this is all a game, they both knew that whatever is happening was all part of the plan as well. Nothing would surprise me if they're level of forward thinking. And great. Even though he said he'd back off and leave it alone, he seems to be enjoying this. If he could control this power. Does it though? Someone may need to step in there. A little bit of a reality check. Final words. You say that, but you know what's going to happen. I mean, if it wasn't made abundantly clear, is he just trying to prolong it a little more, or just enjoying the game? Or, if he sent, short and sweet, if he sensed what was going on, he's not omniscient. Wait, does that mean he actually... Is there going to be an interruption of sorts? And that's what he was waiting for? I mean, they didn't really need to say too much. I don't think he's trying to overturn their votes against him. That would be too little. They'd be underestimating what he's trying to do. An emergency motion? What, in the middle of the voting? Let's bring in the vote of confidence. So in the middle of the voting shit, we're going to just tear apart the entire foundation of the Hunter exam and the like. Stupid tiger. They'd be able to say something and... They're out of the running for chairman and that what, but that doesn't mean they're out of the Zodiacs or the rest of the bylaws and shit that they've got in place. I mean, Leorio has made it perfectly clear he's going to do whatever he wants with the organisation. Why not let him do something? He's putting on a big song and dance here. And how painfully aware was he in the passing of the other candidates and whatnot? And who is actually in favour of the exam, and what do they what would they say to replace it? I mean, it is the best and worst kind of person to have up there like that there. Are we not... We're not deferring to the audience just yet. Hmm. Well, if he's got some people in there working well for him, the audio might actually be able to do quite well. Mainly because you just pass off all the actual hard work to someone else. He has no... no... He's no horse in this race. He has a very one-track mind of what he wants. Is it here just a bit later for what he was waiting for? The interruption, the door. Morel. Thumbs up. I mean, what clearer message could you need? Ligorio has done well, held out, and at least they let him get changed first. The bandages weren't quite becoming of him. You can see the exact moment his heart overflows. With everyone surround... Well, apart from Killua, but I'm guessing he had to stay away with Alaka, but... Success. Forget the election, forget everything. You've only just recovered. Is it right to launch yourself off the stairs? And there's very little escaping now. Now for Jing. I mean, he hasn't seen him for a while. Well, you can't show the joy for the time being. Those that know him or not. How could you boo something like that? Now, don't do anything stupid like this again. So why he tries to just get in through default? Sworn to secrecy. What did Killua pay to actually heal him then, since he's not here? Much like Jean. Okay, how much was calculated coincidence then? Is he actually going to all the way back then? He worked it out for himself. Rather than a taunt, he gave him a clear and concise answer. Well, so that made it... I mean, it's pretty hard to see how you would guess all of this way forward just from that one statement, but I'm not putting past anything with these lot. And with a way to heal him, there was... Defeated before it even began, based on a passing statement. Having Leorio take his place as well. I mean, his expression did not budge in the slightest. It's all just games and delaying, and yet he worked everything out from that. And so if he has come up with a plan and seems good to him, who's he to deny that? I mean, as much as a weasel as he is, he's got at least some sense to his madness. After seeing that display now... Speech... It's fucking... Knuckle and Hanzo. Oh, he didn't run, unless he's just left a pumpkin wrapped in his hat. After a hard-fought journey, in front of all of these people... I mean, if he did see it all coming, he didn't, scarp her before, so maybe we could give him something. But Kurapika not being here for this moment, Killua being absent, saying not to inform Gon of what he did to heal him. I mean, as much as we want to celebrate, cheer Leorio on for that undaunted and pure display of emotion there are other questions which have kind of tainted it slightly. The fact that it all played into the plans and hands of some people who predicted it all. Oh, sorry, it was all coincidence, wasn't it? If the entire thing is just one big game, how much pre-planning can they all do to figure shit out beforehand? And now after everything, Leorio has got what he has achieved, Gon's healed, he's got no reason to be here, he's just, probably go back, continue his training to become an actual doctor and heal those that he can. I guess that means Paris wins by default, as was kind of mentioned. What's to become of the Hunter Association? He did say he'd retract his earlier statement about amending the bylaws and the hunter exam. It is such a confusing, exciting, and simultaneously dumb bit of story to have these hunters who we know are powerful not only in combat ability, not only in managerial shit, but just the lateral thinking in a way to have all of this planned out from a single sentence throwaway line. And then you have characters like Cheadle who are trying their best, trying to do the right thing, what they believe is the right thing for themselves, for others, for the association, getting outplayed in pretty much every step and turn. There's only so much she can take before having to admit that there are those that are completely outdoing her. I do hope more than anything, though, we will have that happy team reunion at the end of all of this, and there's not further heartache to be had from just gone healing. And also, with his healing, is there any lingering effects or issues that he's going to be suffering from? Because if it is a case of there'll be hell to pay for doing this with the contracts of yourself, blah, 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 and yet the power of healing with Danica, I'm guessing, since Killua did say he'll have this happen and then never have Danica awaken again, that is a one and done thing. They won't be able to pull this out the bag again, because it does seem slightly overpowered in that case. And the knowledge now that, sure, we got the Danica is the one who calls him Killua, but actually seeing it in his actual sister is asleep more often than not, that this Danica is in control a lot of the time. It's definitely going to be difficult managing familial bonds and the like. Did we really need to see the whole scene again, though? I mean, it was pretty visceral the first time. Considering it was such a vast power, and we saw Irumi bursting at the seams in joy, certain members around could feel the waves being emanated. And then there's quite a few who couldn't even detect it. Leorio on stage was still just mumbling about himself, how he can get out of this and what his next speech is going to be. I was so happy to see them appear in the doorway, though. Kind of a delayed celebration for the Chimera Ant arc, the good that it actually managed to do with trying to get Kite back, with bringing Neferpitou in and everything, and now up, smiling, happy again, almost as if nothing ever happened. I hope I could be that jovial after just coming out of intensive care in a hospital bed. I wasn't quite expecting a amphitheatre giving Gon a standing ovation for just turning up. It was quite a display, though, let's be fair. If you have enjoyed Hunter x Hunter, let me know. Since we'll be wrapping up shortly, maybe jump onto my Discord if you want to have a little bit more of an interaction and a chat about it. If not, there's links to other things down in the description, or just leave your own comments also underneath the video. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. I think we've earned it after this. And I will hopefully see you for the next one. Luckily, my channel hasn't had to be revitalized from the brink of death, but if it did, some of my patrons may shed a tear in relief, though I can't see why. We're just watching anime on the internet. If you would also like to join on, help the channel grow, repair itself, heal over time, you can join along with Noku, Raywin, Sal, Shiwan, Guado, Tori Jane, Croyville, Kite, Light Wizard 91, Mega 42, Diego Zenhausen, Maxwell Cardboard, and everyone else. And honestly, I would be eternally grateful.